what an absolute cracker we have again. A proper European banger. Sergey Bohachuk against Butaev. Two former world champions, two seasoned veterans, two absolute hard-hitting technical boxers. Now this can be a great clash of styles. When you look at both of them stylistically, both of them have many of the same qualities, but they both have similar flaws when it comes defensively on the inside and obviously on the back foot. So I do believe this is a 50-50 on paper, but when you break down Bohachuk, you can see here, he gets caught with silly shots. He's too upright, his chin's high, and when you're stiff and hunchback like that, you get caught with silly shots. But luckily, he's got the power to back it, where he'll break you down on the inside, and his timing is impeccable, where he's letting Davis tee up on him, but he's using that lead hand to push him back, work on the inside, then come back with a hook up top, drop him, and score that 10-8. Then later on he pushes him back, lands a few good shots on the rope, and then eases his way into the fight, where with Bohachuk, that's one thing about him. When you look at all his fights with Ortiz, with both fights against Brandon Adams, he eases into the fight, he ups the gears slowly. Where with Bohachuk, I'll be honest, if he's on him from the first bell like a rash and just pushing him back and being the bully, most of his fights probably would have been finished within 3 or 4 rounds, where he has loads of knockouts, but a lot of them do come from mid to late rounds because he slowly breaks down his fighters' flaws. But you'll see against Ortiz in a fight which I did believe he should have won, where he scored 2 knockdowns, he was landing great shots. He started from the first bell and stamped his authority, pushed him back, bullied the bully, which is something you have to do against Butaev, where he's landing shots on the inside, but then he's using his footwork to twist and turn. But when you're standing in the pocket too easy like that and letting Ortiz also tee up on you, it's not going to work on the scorecards, because you're making the round a lot closer for you, and then the 10-9 might go to the other fighter, where that could have been an easy 10-9 to you. So that's something which he needs to do, learn to land a great shot, but then pivot out like this, where he'll use his timing, land a good shot, then drops him and scores that 10-8. Timing is the key, and then move. Don't stand there and get caught with silly jabs and let him tee up on you, because that's scoring punches, and at the end of the day, that could cost you on the scorecards, as it did in this fight, where if he boxed and moved, I mean, there's nothing wrong with going in the middle and doing a little dust up, because that's his game, but if he boxed more, he would have won with ease. Where with Butaev, we know what he is. He's a game fighter. He comes forward. He's a bit more mobile on his feet, where he'll come and push you forward, which he did against Jamal James when they fought for the WBA regular title, which was in, I remember this era, Jamal James, Butaev, Staniones, when you had Ugaz and Furman. That was a little mess back in the day, but oh well. Butaev, you see when he hits him at the body, you feel it. His body punches are unreal, and he breaks your body down, and he goes up top. Where with James, he couldn't put a dent in him. Butaev could see through it, where he would just counter him all night all long, where he would just fall into his game, where when you can't punch off the rope, Butaev will tee off on you, he'll push you back, and he'll bully you and do little tactics like that on the inside, where against someone like clean cut, slick fighter, they'll expose him. But against Jamal James, he was just too good and just battered him, picked his punches, and was absolutely unreal. But on the other hand, when he fought Staniones, he had great moments, but he was getting caught with silly shots, where I understand his game is going in the middle and having a toe-to-toe, absolute wild fight, but you got to pick your punches, which he does here well. You see he lands an uppercut, and then he lands another one again, but he gets caught with shots on the inside as well, where he's doing great work on the inside, but he's given up the work that he's done, and then Staniones comes back in the fight, and then you'll see later on in the second half of the fight, he took over because of that. He was just letting him just land with ease, where the first few rounds he was just boxing his ears off. But this is the thing, you can't give up your range, especially against Bohachuk, who has a lot longer range than you. You got to work under him and land them shots, then move. Maybe hold and pivot if you need to. But if you're going to stand there and get hit with silly shots, then don't complain when you get a dodgy decision against you, or you just get battered from pillar to post and don't get the scorecards, or don't get the knockout, But with Butaev, quite simple, pure rhythm, fight of agility. That is what he needs to do. He has decent footwork, and he's a lot faster and quicker on his feet. So get in a rhythm, box and move, and then push him back, then make him go toe-to-toe in the middle, then land your shots. But when you land your shots, 3-4 punch combos and move. Just box, land them hard shots, then move, because if you look for the knockout, it's not going to come, and make him give up his reach, work on the under his reach, and I'd say uppercuts and hook would be the key for him. Where Bohachuk, just tee him up and push him back. Use that reach like he does, use that jab to tee up that right hand, push him back, then land with ease. But avoid being hunched over and stiff, because that nearly cost him against Ishmael Davis, it cost him against Brandon Adams. He's too hunched forward where he will just give up his work, where if you land them shots, he'll just come out with easy counters, whoever the opponent is. So work on your balance a bit more, and the body is the weak part, exploit it, because against Stanionis, Butaev got hit with the body quite a few times and got hurt, as good as a body puncher he is, and also against Jamal James got hit to the body where you could see him wincing like he didn't like it. So, great fight, pair of them absolute solid amateurs, done great things in the pros. Obviously Bohachuk's done decent at welterweight, but mainly established at super welter now, and then Butaev was a WBA regular world champion, but obviously depends if you count that as a proper world title, because I think Thurman was a champion, then Pacquiao, then you guys, and that was when it was all in that's when the welterweight division was fun, but hey ho. But the pair of them, I think it's a 50-50, but I do believe there'll be a big brutal knockout. Now with Bohachuk, he's a bit on the slide, you know. I know he lost to Ortiz, but then at the same time, he had a very poor fight against Brandon Adams where he showed he's just not there no more. But Butaev, he's a bit inactive and he hasn't fought at the similar level as Bohachuk. But I do believe it's a 50-50 on paper. But if you're basing it off resume and recent form, you'd say maybe it's better to go with Butaev, but you could see another argument with Bohachuk, where Bohachuk's 1-2. But I do believe it'll be a big knockout, as they both have a huge amount of knockouts in their record. Bohachuk's, I think he's only had 2 or 3 fights he hasn't knocked someone out, and Butaev, I think he has, off the top of my head, 12 knockouts out of 16 wins. So both have high knockout rates, so that's why I do believe the fight will not go the distance, and either fighter, I could see the pair of them trading knockdowns, I could see the pair of them scoring a knockout. But overall, it's a 50-50. They're both hard hitters, so when it's even money, I'm pretty sure it's plain simple to do the fight not go the distance, because otherwise you'd be an absolute fool not to and just bet from someone to win, when they can easily get caught with a punch as well as landing punch, and vice versa, because I do believe this fight has no chance going to the distance. But that is all for today. Please like, subscribe, and as always, this ain't financial advice. It's just going to be what I'm betting and backing based off my own research. Have a great day.